Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We are coming up on the Season 1 update for Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare here in just over a week from now. But first, we've got two smaller updates to go. Today, and then of course, next Tuesday as well. It's possible we'll see a few other smaller hotfixes and whatnot go live in between then and now, but being that it is Tuesday, that means tacos are on the menu, and we've got some new changes to go over in Modern Warfare. Then also, we've got some pretty big news for Cold War regarding a leaked mode that actually includes one of the very first nukes that we'll ever have in a Treyarch title, alongside some pretty big XP changes too. So as we go over everything today, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new around here, or if you're a part of the 62% of viewers who are watching but aren't already subscribed, we are trying to hit 650k subs before the end of the year. So if you want to stay on top of pretty much everything going on in COD, feel free to subscribe and maybe even turn on those post notifications. Also, if you haven't entered the huge holiday giveaway that myself and G Fuel are hosting, the link to that is down below. We're giving away a ton of awesome stuff, including the now out of stock Immortal Shaker Cups, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. Anyways, jumping into Modern Warfare, starting first with multiplayer, of course we've got a brand new playlist update here. As always, we've got the quick play modes in the rotation, then we have standard ground war, blueprint gunfight, gunfight 3v3 snipers only, stir crazy, which is the whole 10v10 mosh pit. Honestly, one of my favorite multiplayer playlists that we've seen throughout the year. The 10v10 action is honestly really fun, so I'm glad to see that that's back. Then we also have deathmatch domination, pretty self-explanatory, nothing too crazy there. Then finally we have a little DIY, which is basically scrapyard and hard hat 24/7. Kind of a strange playlist, certainly not expected, that's for sure, but nonetheless, we've got that going on for the next week. Then over in Warzone, we really didn't see anything major happen here. As of right now, we've got these standard Battle Royale quads, trios, duos, and solos going on. Then we also have plunder quads as well. However, I do expect next week to be a bigger update, even if it's not a full-on title update, because we have the end of Season 6 coming up, and I would say likely a sort of transition period, if you will, themed around the whole Rebirth event and Rebirth mode. And of course, as we get some new information there, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. Also, I'm sure you guys know, normally here on Tuesdays, we've got the tacos in hand, and then we also have the store updates as well. But as of right now, the store is big busted, all right? Basically, you can't even get into the store tab. It just sort of boots you back to the main screen. So as of right now, we've got no idea what could be coming for the new bundles. But whenever it does end up updating, I would say it's likely going to add in a new tracer pack or maybe even a dismemberment pack, because we do have those on deck for future store bundles. Now, when it comes to Cold War, we actually saw a few pretty interesting things take place over the weekend. For starters, we actually got one very strange leak, and it actually comes straight from the game itself. Yeah, Cold War literally leaked an upcoming mode, and it's actually something we've never really seen in a Treyarch game before, as it involves a nuke. As we know, typically Treyarch sticks to the nuclear metals for going on streaks, whereas Infinity Ward and honestly even Sledgehammer have focused both on, getting medals and then also getting the callable streak as like a secret streak, including things like the original nuke, the Moab, the DNA bomb, so on and so forth. And even though we don't have a callable nuke here in Cold War for going on like a 25 or a 30 gun streak, it seems that we are going to be able to deploy a nuke through an upcoming game mode known as dropkick. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen all the little tips and info bits that show up on the screen whenever you're loading into a game and whatnot. And curiously enough, thanks to those little tips and info bits, dropkick has already been partially revealed. So initially we saw the info line of the objective carrier in dropkick will only have access to a pistol. And actually, if you go ahead and look at the Cold War roadmap, in the whole new multiplayer mode section, the preview image shows Woods carrying only a pistol. So it's possible that the mode being shown here on the upcoming leaked mall map, by the way, could in fact actually be dropkick. Then we also got the info line of, if you die while your team is holding the objective in dropkick, you will not respawn until the carrier is eliminated. So in that sense, it's kind of like headquarters where the objective must be completed or ruined for you to actually respawn. Then lastly, the most important info line that we saw said, gain access to the launch codes while holding the objective in dropkick to deploy a powerful nuke and ultimately declare victory. So right there, clear as day, we got a confirmation that a nuke is coming to Black Ops Cold War, at least in a way. This to me is kind of like the nuke that you would get in Ground War within Modern Warfare whenever you hold all 5 flags at the same time. Kind of a mercy rule in a sense there, where if you play the objective enough, you get this automatic win via a nuke, which to me just makes the whole W even cooler, right? Especially considering just how rare it is to see a nuke in a Treyarch game. So we're going to have that to look forward to, I would say presumably in Season 1. Then alongside that, over the weekend, we also learned of a brand new fix coming to Cold War relating to XP and then also weapon XP as well. As we know, this has been a very, very hot topic over the past few weeks because, well, long story short, the XP earn rate in Cold War is just so far from ideal. It takes a very long time to rank up and even longer to rank up weapons. However, there has been some decent methods of doing it. Initially, when the double XP started last week in Zombies, the XP earn rate was just absolutely insane. You could pretty much max out a weapon by going from round 1 to 25. However, that was fixed in about 12 hours. And then the strat was to play until round 7 with 4 players and just rinse and repeat that. But that only really works because it took advantage of double XP. Without it, the process would be a lot less effective in terms of time spent, but lo and behold, over the weekend, we found out that Treyarch was working to fix the issue with the XP earn rate for weapons, and as of yesterday, they pushed a new update live that increased the weapon XP rates for both multiplayer and zombies, and this earn rate is actually the fastest that we've had since the launch of the game, obviously outside of double XP and double weapon XP. So whether you're in multiplayer or in zombies, you're going to be able to level up your weapons way faster now. Then Treyarch also addressed an issue with weapon XP in solo matches and then also in later rounds just not being really good whatsoever. They also fixed an issue with the Napalm Burst ammo mod and weapon XP just not working either. And then finally they fixed an issue with the out of bounds spot over on Nuketown. But quickly going back to the whole XP earn rate and why it's so important right now, mainly if you are a Warzone player, this is going to pertain to you a lot. As we know, come December 10th with the Cold War integration for Warzone, all the weapons in Cold War are going to become available to use in Warzone, right? And if you've already been playing Cold War and leveling up weapons, then you're going to have the best attachments for them unlocked right as the update goes live. However, if you haven't played Cold War and you're just going to be starting at rank 1 on most of those weapons, it is going to take way longer to rank those weapons up just by playing Warzone and not playing Cold War multiplayer. So right now, everyone who is awaiting the Cold War update is basically just trying to max out as many weapons as they can to get as many attachments unlocked as they can, because we really have no idea what weapons are going to be the best in Warzone because, of course, everything is pretty much being rebalanced for the Warzone engine. So essentially, this is just kind of like, I guess, a playing it safe type of scenario where we're all creating this fallback to have as many kitted out weapons available come the integration. Also, to help out with leveling even more, Treyarch did announce that there will be even more double XP events happening at some point in December. I would assume probably on launch weekend for Season 1 just to build, I guess, even more hype around everything, so we're going to have that to look forward to grinding out as well. But yeah, there you have it. With all of that being said, that is effectively what ended up changing over in Modern Warfare today, then also what's going on in the world of Cold War as well. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And, of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with pretty much everything going on in COD, from news to intel to updates, you name it, you're going to find it all right here on the channel. So feel free to subscribe and maybe even turn on those post notifications. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, and Control Freak products. Then also, if you want to join the community Discord server, the link to that and everything else is going to be down in the description below. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.